All right, let's get going with our braised chicken apple sausage. I got 4. That's a pound. Those are smoked chicken, by the way. I have 3 cloves of garlic. I got some beautiful new potatoes. These are actually yellow Yukon Gold new potatoes. Whoops, fumble. I have 1 yellow onion. All right, and my braising liquid is going to be 3 cups of a nice sweet apple cider, and then our cabbage, 1 cabbage shredded, and I don't have time to shred cabbage. I run a major website. So I bought 2 bags of the shredded cabbage from the supermarket. It works great. Why shred cabbage? All right, so use that. It's a really nice, convenient product. Here's a little old restaurant trick here. We used to do this for boiled potatoes we serve next to fish. We're not going to peel them all the way. We're just going to make 1 peel right around the center, and it kind of makes for a nice presentation. And, a little less peel, and it actually soaks up, absorbs a little more flavor. And if you see any little eyes there, go ahead and take those out. So I'm going to prep my potatoes like that. Let me show you a trick with these onions. I left the root in there so you can see. An onion, really, there's 2 directions you can slice it. So I'm going to cut this in half right through the root. Okay? And when I say grain, I'm talking about, see those, it's hard to see, but those lines that run from the root up to the stem. All right, if you cut this way across the grain, the fibers that hold the onion together are very short. And an onion cut like that will actually fall apart when you cook it, which is what I want here. If I turn it where the root is facing me, right, that's across. If I turn it that way and the root's facing you as you cut, then you're cutting it with the grain, and then the fibers that hold the onion together are actually long. Those pieces will really stay together a lot more. Okay? So since I want the onion to kind of fall apart in this dish, I'm going to cut them against the grain. All right, so I'm not going to cut them that way. I'm going to cut them this way. All right, so a little subtle thing there. There's actually 2 ways to cut an onion. So here's a teaspoon and a half of butter, a little splash of olive oil. I want you to brown your sausage, a few minutes on each side, okay, on medium heat. All right. And once they were browned, leave the pan on medium, but go ahead and throw in your onion slice. And again, you need a nice, this is a nice Le Creuset pot with a good lid on it. Something with a lid here, something with a heavy bottom and a nice lid. Since we're going to saute these onions for a while, I want to add my salt now, draw out a little of the water, a little black pepper or the pepper of your choice. All right, we're going to give it about 5 minutes now. I don't want these to really sweat where they stay translucent, they don't color. I actually want them to get a little brown going, a little caramelization, because I want this to even sweeten the braising liquid up even more. So we're going to give it about 5-6 minutes, and that looks pretty good. A little color going on those. Add your 3 cloves of garlic. I put mine right through a press. Give it the old traditional 20-30 second sizzle in that hot oil. And then you're going to grab your braising liquid, our nice apple cider, and pour that in. And man, does that smell good already. All right, so here's the drill. You're going to put the heat up a little bit, and we're going to add our potatoes and just poke those down into the stock. I'm not calling it stock, it's the apple cider. All right, and I want you to bring that up to a simmer. And there we go. So it's simmering. We're going to grab our cabbage. We're going to put it on top. We're going to reduce the heat to low. All right, not too low, medium low. And we're just going to pop the lid back on, and I know it looks like a ton, but it's really going to cook down as you see. And it's going to take, I don't know, about 20 minutes, 25 minutes for those potatoes to get tender, and that's really all we're waiting for. Once the potatoes are tender, the cabbage will just about be perfect, and there we go. So that was 25 minutes later, and that just smells amazing. Okay, the potatoes are tender. You got to check them, of course. And once that's happening, you're going to pull those out. Because how I'm going to finish this, now, for you, it could be done right now. But what I'm going to do here, I'm going to pull out the sausage and the potato, and I'm going to turn the heat up on high, and I'm just going to reduce the apple juice just down a little bit more. All right, I just tasted, this is, by the way, the perfect point to taste and season. So I gave mine a little taste, and I just wanted the cabbage a little softer, and I just wanted just a little less liquid in there. So I gave it another 5-6 minutes on high, then I'm done. Okay, turned it off. Add the sausage and the potato back in, put the lid on. 5 minutes later, you are eating. All right. Now, I love to serve this with a really zesty, kind of spicy mustard, a little parsley on the potatoes. That is a simple, easy, nice, rainy fall night dish. It's healthy. It's cheap. It's hey, I've given you enough reasons to make it. All right, so give that a try and enjoy.